Hey there, everybody. Welcome to the middle of week 7. Um, I hope that everybody has been finishing their um, their 2-week long project, and just a quick update on that guest speaker, so to speak, of Mary Faith Dodge. She has just been inundated over at HAA, and she promises that she will have that video for you guys either tonight or tomorrow. So I'm really hoping that she pulls through on that, because I really do feel like she has a lot of really interesting things to say. So keep an eye out for that video. I know it's a little bit late to actually be helpful on the project that you've been working on, but maybe there will be some last minute eureka moments listening to her. And even if it you're done with your project and it's just kind of after the fact, then I still feel like there's a lot that she has to offer. So I will post an announcement as soon as I have the video from her. Another thing, as you guys are submitting your assignments this week, if you elected to make some form of a PowerPoint or an infographic or a video, please just let me know in the comments of your assignment submission whether or not you'd be okay with me potentially posting all or a clip or some piece of that for the class to view, because I would love if somebody has a particularly insightful, well done project to share that with the class so that we can all learn from that. So let me know, especially if you did a video, if you would be okay with me posting that after it's graded. And speaking of grades, you should see all of your discussion posts have been graded up to this point, and all extra credit assignments that have been submitted should be graded now, so check that. I am still working through reading all of the online research assignment work and workbooks, just making sure that I'm really actually looking at everything before I input your points. So those do take a little bit longer to get through, but they should be done hopefully by the end of the night up to the current week. That's my goal. So do check back for your grade, and if you do not have the amount of points that you want, as always, I really encourage you to go and get some extra credit work done. There's lots of pretty simple opportunities for you. Um, so go ahead and do that. Okay, so the things that I wanted to highlight to you in terms of your own work this week come from a few previous discussion board posts. So I wanted to just kind of highlight a couple of the conversations that you guys have been having, because I saw some great back and forths these past couple weeks in terms of different perspectives on the different accidents, the different rulings, um, and I really loved how engaged people were and how everyone was really, you were defending your points of view in a way that you were bringing in resources from outside, and you were also able to respect each other's opposing points of view. And there were many times when I found myself agreeing with one person, and then I would read a comment later in the thread and I would start to lean the other way. So good job guys on just analyzing and engaging in the content. So here were just a couple posts that I thought I wanted to highlight if you hadn't stumbled on them in the discussion board forum. So this student was talking about flying with ADs. So I've encountered a similar situation with an airplane that was past AD inspections. It would have been very easy to have just flown that day, but instead I called up maintenance and they quickly checked all the ADs and I was good to go. Considering one of the ADs is the seat rails, the extra 20 minutes of waiting for them to complete the inspection could have stopped an accident. Although unlikely, a seat sliding back after takeoff is a good recipe for a low altitude stall. So that was a nice moment of just taking the class content and relating it back to something that happened in the students' real flight training. And then to make it even more real, I loved the fact that another person came in and commented this. This other student said, "It's good that you caught that AD. I actually had a seat slide back once, and luckily there was an instructor with me. What you said is exactly what happened, and quickly. I slid back and subconsciously grabbed the yoke, and we pitched up to the stall horn before the instructor knew what was going on." So there you go. Another interesting um, conversation that was going on. I just felt like this student really had a nice balanced perspective in their post, which I really enjoyed, kind of being able to discuss a topic from a couple different facets. So this was on the TSA discussion board. I do think that the TSA's rules are effective by keeping a file of biological information as well as identifying documents such as passport or licenses. Alien pilots are as much in the security system as us domestic pilots are. In my opinion, this holds everyone at the same level of accountability. The student then went on to say, in all honesty, I don't have the qualifications, knowledge, or experience to recommend a change to the TSA rules, so instead I'll offer my observations as a domestic flight student. I'm surprised that as a domestic flight student, all I needed to do was present my birth certificate and ID. I expected to present my fingerprints and other biological information. Perhaps the TSA should require slightly more from domestic students. And then one other just interesting article that somebody dug up on the discussion boards was this link to some of the finer points of green laser pointers. So if anybody didn't stumble on this post actually had a lot of really interesting links that the student had dug up, but this was just one that you might want to take a look at if you're interested. So hopefully you're already rolling on your assignments this week, but to do this week, make sure you read all the links and submit your TSA assignment complete workbook chapter 10 and participate in the discussion board to err is human, and that is due, all of that is due this Sunday at 11:59 p.m. Okay, have a great week, and I sincerely hope to have a video from Mary Faith Dodge for you soon.